Hey everybody. So I wanted to share a video I found in my archives. It was a bully-proof workshop we did on Zoom during COVID for a whole bunch of kids. And I was watching it and the words are very powerful and I feel like it's something that I would like to share again for people, like new kids who are growing up now who maybe are having that issue or maybe the parents just want them to learn that. So check out this footage. It's a little bit long, so make sure you find some time where you and your child can sit down and just watch the footage because I definitely think your child will gain something from this. All right, enjoy. Okay, guys, we're gonna get started. So everybody, if you just want to stand up, okay, just hands and feet ready like this. Okay, so today we're going to be doing a special event with a special guest. We're going to be doing a bully prevention workshop. So we have a special guest today who's visited us many times before in the past. This is Mr. Jared Frater. Some of you might recognize him from maybe 2-3 years ago, and if not, you're going to meet him today. Okay, so I'm going to be spotlighting him now, and he's going to be taking over doing the presentation, and I'll be here with you guys enjoying as well as learning and taking notes. So make sure you have a pen and paper. So you got a little bit of space. And I'm going to be spotlighting them right now.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Or I guess now it's officially the afternoon. Thank you so much, Mr. Ahmed, for having me here today in Richmond Martial Arts. I'm really excited to be able to work with everyone. I see that we've got a good amount of people on here. I'm going to ask everybody to do me a quick favor, though. I would love to see everyone working hard today and be able to have some participation with you. So if I can get you guys, if possible, to turn on your cameras, that would be awesome. So that way we can see you guys working out with us. Some of you may still be in bed and may still be waking up. I know it's the weekend and I think it's a holiday over where you guys are too. So I totally understand. But if you are able to work out with us today and have some fun, then turn those cameras on. The other thing is that I really love being able to call out certain people that are doing really well. So at the bottom of your screen or where you have your name, if you can put the kid's name, that's going to be there. So that way, parents, you don't think I'm yelling at you when I'm saying that they're doing a good job, that I'm actually talking to them. So like Mr. Ahmed said, my name is Mr. Frater. I'm actually streaming from you guys all the way out in Arizona. Right now, our temperature is right around 105 degrees. So I'm staying inside and I'm going to be doing the Zoom call in here. I was actually going to be doing it outside today, but I want to make sure that I'm not going to melt while I teach you guys. Today is about bully prevention. I think this is fantastic because today we're going to have a lot of information that's going to be good, not only for your kids, but also for you. Some of this information that we have is a little alarming. We may know a little bit of it, but we don't know the extent of it. So as I'm going through today, I really encourage you all to use that pen and paper and take notes and write some things down that are important. But at the end of the entire thing, I'm going to ask you guys to use that for a really special thing, a really special message. So hang on to that pen and paper and keep it close by. Now, bully prevention is something that maybe you haven't dealt with yet. Maybe it's something that it hasn't been an issue for you. But I can tell you this, I've been doing martial arts for about 30 years, almost 30 years now. And I started in martial arts because I was being bullied. I was being picked on in school and people were being mean to me. They would call me names. They would chase me. You know what? Have you guys ever had somebody call you a name you didn't like? Raise your hand. Yeah, see, look at those hands go up. See, I was there too. You ever had somebody make you feel bad, like say something and it hurt your feelings? Yeah, I've been there. I know that doesn't feel good. What about this? This happened to me a lot. I was going to play a game like basketball or tag or even swing on the swings at recess, and I was told no, that I couldn't play. Has that ever happened to you where you've been told no, you can't play? Man, I am so sorry that you felt that because I know how that feels and it doesn't feel good at all. Today, we're going to find ways to be able to not run away from that feeling, but be able to put a stop to that feeling. How many of you want to know that? How many of you want to know how to stop bullies? Raise your hand. Yeah, I love it. We all do. That's why we're here today. So we're going to start because I really believe that we do better when our blood is flowing and our heart is pumping. So we're going to start with a little bit of workout for just a few minutes. So I'm going to be watching you guys and I'm going to be saying, hey, I see you, Ken. I see you, Nick and Lucas. I see you guys jumping up. Good job, Keisha. I'm going to be calling your name when I see you doing a good job. Michael, dancing over there. You're excited. All right. So we're going to start just some jumping jacks. You guys show me jumping jacks. Go. Let me see. I'm going to put some music on here in the background. That's it. Keep going. Keep going. Let me see those jumping jacks. Who's working hard? I'm watching right now. I see Michael. I see Rachel. Allison, good job. Way to move. Yeah, look at you. And those arms are flying high. Amanda, way to go. We caught you. 3, 2, 1. Throw those punches toward the camera. Okay, now throw the punches to the side. That's it. And then the other side. Punch down to the ground. Punch up in the air. Punch all over the place. Yeah, and now we're going to bring our arms in tight. Go low and right back up. We're going to squat. You got to try and go off the camera and right back up. Let me see. Who's getting low today? Come on. Woo! Yeah, Rice. Good job, Colton. All right, sir. Yeah. Let's get after it. Selena, you got a whole area for you. That's awesome. Keep rocking, team. We're almost there. 3 more seconds. 2, 1, and time. Good job. All right, give yourselves a little bit to get our blood flowing. So this next part, parents, if you guys are around, there's just some important information for you guys to hear because some of this may open up your eyes a little bit more. I know it did for me when I heard it. These are some statistics about bullies and bully prevention and what's going on right now. As of right now, 1 of 4 kids are being bullied. And this is also taken last year when we were in school, but every 7 minutes, a child is bullied. So we're together for about 30, 35 minutes today. So that means that 5 kids could be bullied while we're doing this whole class together. Due to bullying, 160,000 students miss school every day. And 86% of children report bullying as an interference to their studies. Man, so that means that being bullied doesn't just hurt our feelings, but sometimes it hurts our grades. Now, I know that I've got 3 amazing kids, and I want all of them to get good grades in school. How many of you want to get good grades in school? Raise your hand. Let me see those hands. And I bet your parents, they want you to get good grades too. And if there's something that's interfering with that, then we got to make sure that we put it into it, that we stop it. So we've got a couple choices when it comes to bullying. How many of you have ever heard, just ignore the bully, they'll go away? Have you ever heard that? Shake your head like this if you think it works. So yeah, ignoring the bully, it doesn't make them go away. They just keep doing it more and more and more, don't they? And so we know that ignoring isn't going to help us out. So what's another option? Well, how about run away? Leave the bully alone. Go do something else. Does that work? You guys are so smart. You guys say no. It's like you tried this before. So what the bully did? They ran after us. They ran after me. Me going and doing something else, trying to avoid the bully found me. And you know what he did? He did what bullies do. He bullied. Bullies are going to bully. Okay, do you think that it would be very cool? Well, I think it'd be pretty cool. But what if you saw an elephant swinging in the jungle like a monkey? That would be pretty cool, right? Yeah, that'd be a strong tree, I tell you. But elephants don't do that because an elephant is an elephant and a monkey is a monkey and a bully is a bully. So bullies are going to bully no matter if you ignore them or you run away. So what can we do? Well, here, I'm going to give you the very first things that I want you to write down on your piece of paper. Are you ready? Okay, get that piece of paper, get your pen, because there are 3 ways to stop bullying. You're going to write down these 3 words. Everyone say mind, and write that down. Good. Now say body, and write that down. Write down body, and then say spirit. Good, and then write that. So one more time. I want to try and hear you all the way from Canada, all the way from over there. You got to say it so loud. Everybody say mind, body, spirit. Awesome. So those are the 3 ways that we're going to fight bullies. And here's how. Here's how this works. Okay. First off, it's about our mind. What do we do with our mind? We learn. We educate ourselves. We do what you're doing right now. In fact, just looking at all you guys, we got about 20 of you, 25 of you, maybe a little bit more. Out of everybody that could be learning about how to defeat bullies, you're the only ones. That makes you so special. Thank you so much for being here today and making this a very big priority because it's going to help you out. And that way it's going to help you is by using your mind and learning what to do. The next one was body. Well, what do we do with body? We get strong. We become a martial arts athlete. And I know that with Mr. Ahmed and the team at Richmond Martial Arts, you guys are doing that every single day. You're training your bodies to become faster and stronger and know how to be able to stand up and become 10 feet tall and bulletproof. And so we want to make sure that we all become superheroes. And then the last one is about our spirit. We have to make sure that we believe in ourselves. Can you say that? Say, I believe in myself. You know what a bully told me when I was younger? Do you know what he told me? A bully told me that I would never be able to be good at anything. And he told me that I was a dum-dum. And you know what? If I believed him, he would be right. But I didn't. I believed in myself. I did my best in school. I did my best as an athlete. And I kept my mind, body, and spirit as one. So that way I could defeat that bully. So it's really important that we remember those 3 ways to be able to do that. Now, the next thing that we have to talk about is this. If you fight somebody at school, like let's say somebody fights you, okay, and they punch you, they push you, and you punch them, and you push them back. Are you fighting them, or are you using self-defense? Are you protecting yourself? Which one? Hold up a 1 if you think you're fighting. Hold up a 2 if you think it's self-defense. Which one? Let me see. There's a 1, and there's a 2. We got some parents weighing in on it too. Parents are saying 1, parents are saying 2. Okay. You know what? You're both right. It's fighting and it's self-defense. You're fighting to protect yourself. You have to respect to protect. You have to make sure that you're doing your best. And if somebody's going to harm you, you have to know that you have the right to stand up for yourself and do what you need to be able to get away from that person that's trying to hurt you and get to a safe position. So we have 4 different kinds of bullies. But before we go into that, or 4 different kinds of bullying, before we get into that, we're going to talk about the invisible stance. Now, you tell me this. Who looks like they're going to fight? The person that stands like this, or the person that stands like this? This guy? Raise your hand. You think he's going to fight? Yeah? Do you think this guy's going to fight? No. But you want to know what's cool? Us ninjas, we call this the invisible stance. Because this looks like you're going to fight. This looks like you're going to protect yourself. And the only difference is my hands are open or my hands are closed. So everybody do that. Stand nice and easy. Shake out your legs. Shake out your arms. Shake out your head. Go. You got to make the noise. All right. And so now when I say go, I want you to bring your hands up. Boom. And keep them in front of you like this. Ready? Don't move. Don't move. Let me see who's the fastest one. Is it going to be Colton, Ken, Nick, and Lucas? We'll see. Go. Woo! Okay, we got to do it again. I think Allison was pretty fast that time. Amanda, we got to step it up. Linda's right behind you. And wait! I didn't say go. I said wait. You have to listen. And go! Yes! That is excellent. Now, I want you to add some words to it. Everybody repeat after me. Say, it's not what you say. It's how you say it. Maybe your parents have told you that a couple times too. Like, will you go clean your room? You could say, yes, I'll go clean my room. And you go do it. You'll say, fine, yes, I'll go clean my room. Right? Same thing here. Everybody say, stop. Back off. Get away. Now bring your hands up. Now put a little bit more seriousness in your voice. Say, stop. Back up. Get away. Now turn the volume up to an 11 and say, stop. Back up. Get away. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. That invisible stance is strong, but no matter how much taller that bully is or how much bigger that bully is, your voice can always be bigger. You guys understand? Give me a thumbs up if you guys are good so far. You're with me. We have a couple of different kinds of bullying. We have physical bullying. We have verbal bullying. We have social bullying. And we have cyber bullying. So physical bullying, that's when somebody is pushing you, they're hitting you, they're tripping you. And actually, this type of bullying doesn't happen very often. Have any of you ever been pushed or punched or kicked by a bully? Only 2 people raise their hand. They're calling you a name. You know, they say weird things and they try to hurt your feelings. Has that ever happened to you? Social bullying, where they don't let you play. Maybe they say things about you to other people. They say things that they try to make you look bad. Does anybody ever talk bad to you about you? It happens all the time. And it's when they send you messages on your phone or maybe on your iPad or your tablet, take videos of you and they send those videos out, or pictures of you and they edit them. Has that ever happened before? We need to tell our parents right away. But let's start from the beginning. So we talked about the physical bullying. Now, the physical bullying doesn't happen very often right now since so much is going on with Zoom, but it's still a possibility. And for you to learn the most up-to-date bully defense techniques for physical bullying, you have such an amazing person right there in your town, Mr. Ahmed. You can go and you can see and you can tell him exactly what the bully is doing, and I know he's going to show you what to do. In fact, I'm going to send him all the stuff that I have here so that way he has it and he can show you too. But the other kind of bullying, let's talk about this. This is the verbal bullying. This is where they're saying mean things. If you tell a bully to stop, does he stop? No. If you say quit it, do they quit? No. You know, they keep going. So there's a couple ways that we can go about this, all right? We are going to, everyone say agree, ask questions, and say over voice. Agree, ask questions over voice. You know, bullies are like a battery. You know, batteries, they charge our remotes, they charge our phones, okay? We plug them in and then they get energy, right? Well, a bully is a negative battery. The way that a bully gets energy is by making people feel bad. So when you don't let him see you feel bad, you don't give him energy, you take that energy back. It's a great feeling, I tell you, because then you become in control over your own feelings and you're protecting your spirit. And so we're going to start with agreeing. When you agree with something, it means that you believe in what they're saying. But when you're talking to the bully, do you really have to believe in what they're saying? No. You're just agreeing with them because you're not going to argue with the bully. Because you know if you argue with the bully, they're just going to keep going. So we're going to try and just agree with that bully. So let's see. Mr. Ahmed, if you're there, can I have you help me out for a second?
Sure, I'm here.
Excellent. Okay, so I've got Mr. Ahmed. He's going to be the bully. You may not be able to hear or see him, but you can hear him. So let's see what happens, because we know this doesn't work very well. If I tell him to stop, he's going to say some bully things to me. He's going to call me names or whatever bullies say. Okay, go ahead, sir.
What's that in your hand? Is that my lunch you brought me? Is that for me?
Hey, that's not nice. Stop it.
I thought we're friends. Come on, give me that.
Okay, so he's still going. It's not working, is it? Saying stop. All right, so we know that. But now I'm going to try to agree. Now I'm just going to agree, no matter what he says. If he makes fun of my hair, no, he shouldn't make fun of my hair. That's my hair. If he makes fun of my shirt, he makes fun of my shoes, he calls me short, he can say any of those things, and watch what I do. Let's see what happens. Go ahead, sir.
Those new shoes right there? They're
Yeah.
kind of outdated. Why are you wearing all these like outdated shoes?
You're right. They are kind of old.
What happened? You can't afford shoes?
No, I should be saving though. You're right. I need to be able to pinch my pennies a little bit better.
You know what? Why don't you just give them to me and I'll take them out of your hands.
Yeah, you know, if you really want these pair of shoes, once I get some new ones, I'll hand these over to you if you need them.
Okay, well, you think you're funny?
No, see, it's getting hard for him. So the point is that when you agree with the bully, they have to come up with other things. You're not telling them to stop. They're not arguing back with you. They have to come up with new ways to be able to be a bully because you're not letting them. The other one is you ask questions. Everyone say that. Say, now, you kids, you're probably really good at this because I know that, at least for my daughter, she's 10 years old. When it's bedtime, she's full of questions. She always wants to ask me questions right around bedtime. Parents, so you guys are nodding your head. Yeah, that makes sense. So when you ask questions, you got to be asking them the questions that they're to be able to turn things around a little bit on them, because they're trying to be mean to you, but you're going to ask questions to be nice to them. It sounds weird to be nice to a bully, but let's see what happens, okay? So, Mr. Ahmed, why don't you come at me again? I'm going to ask you some questions instead of agreeing with you this time.
Okay. So I noticed you brought me something today. So what do you got in the lunch bag?
Are you hungry?
What do you care if I'm hungry? I was asking you a question. Is that for me?
If you're hungry, I'd be happy to give you something. What's your favorite kind of pizza?
I like anything with meat.
Oh, good. So you like meat lovers? Where do you like to get pizza from?
I like Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. I love pizza. When was the last time you had Pizza Hut?
Pizza Hut. I had it like yesterday.
All right. So what happened? The conversation went from him taking my lunch to all of a sudden now we're talking about what his favorite kind of pizza. And he likes Pizza Hut. And he had it yesterday. And we're having a conversation almost like we're friends. Isn't that crazy how fast things can turn like that? But it's I didn't touch him. I didn't yell back at him. But that's what goes on. Now, there was that third one, right? So we had agree, ask questions, and then everyone say over voice. You know, in Hollywood, when you see cartoons or you watch cartoons, those cartoons have real actors' voices on them, and that's called a voice over. They're voicing over. They're putting their voice into those cartoons. What we have to do is we're going to over voice. We're going to make our voice stronger than the bully's voice. And this is only when he's trying to take something from me. Because let's say I did have my lunch and the bully is taking the lunch from me. He's taking it away and I'm telling him, stop, it's my lunch. Somebody might hear me. A teacher might hear me. Okay, but there's nothing that says that they're really going to. And then the bully, he's going to do it again, 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 because he might get in trouble, but he won't really. If they're taking my backpack, I'm going to make sure that I ask them what they're doing first. Everyone say, ask what they're doing. Yes, I'm going to ask them, are you taking my lunch? And they're going to say, yeah, they're taking your lunch. I'm going to ask him again, are you really taking my lunch? They're going to say, yeah, I'm taking your lunch. This guy's taking my lunch. This is my lunch. It's not his lunch. This is my lunch. Do you think the teacher's going to hear me then? Do you think he's going to want to take my lunch again? They're going to think twice. The next time he thinks about taking my stuff, he's going to be like, no, I don't want to mess with him. And they're going to leave me alone. So agree. Ask questions over voice. It sounds simple, but it works. And it works better than trying to argue with a bully, trying to tell the bully to stop, trying to tell the bully to quit it, because that's what charges that bully's battery and makes them more powerful. We don't have to worry about those guys at all. This is really important because maybe you haven't been bullied before. Is there anybody that's on right now that has never been bullied? Raise your hand. You, Nick and Lucas, you've never been bullied. Colton, Keisha, that's good. Wow, guys, I can't tell you how happy I am that you guys have never experienced it yet. And you know what? Maybe a part of it is because you've got such a great part of family and friends and team there and an instructor with Richmond Martial Arts and Mr. Ahmed and the team. You guys have the education. You're educating mind, body, and spirit. So that's awesome. But what about this question? How many of you have ever seen someone be bullied? Everybody's hand is up. There's a couple of things that we can do. You could turn around and walk away and pretend that you didn't see it. You could ignore it. You could join the bully, start making fun of the other person because maybe you're scared the bully's going to turn on you. Sometimes that happens. And then you're part of the problem, not part of the solution. So we shouldn't do that. If the bully is here and the person being bullied is here, and I do this, boom, and I stand in front of the person and I tell the bully to stop. How about that? Does that work? It stops the bully from bullying that kid, but now guess who the bully is going to mess with? Me. What we're trying to do today, team, is we're not trying to change the target for bullies. We're trying to make all the targets smaller. So that way bullies have a harder time messing with people, messing with us. And the only way we're going to do that is by learning what to do. How many of you like superheroes? Raise your hand for Batman. Raise your hand for Iron Man. Raise your hand for Wonder Woman. How about Black Widow? I see the dads raising their hand now. How about Spider-Man? Well, everybody loves Spider-Man. We got 2 hands up. Yeah. All right. So those are all called superheroes. There's different kinds of heroes. And I'm going to actually turn all of you into a hero today. So that first kind is a superhero. The next kind of hero is going to be a hero in power. Can you say that? A hero in power is like the mayor or the governor or somebody that has that power where they can make big decisions to be able to help people, right? Then there's another hero. Everybody say everyday hero. Everyday heroes are your parents, are your teachers, your principals, the police officers, firefighters, paramedics, doctors. They're the people that put their lives on the line to help us out, that do things that maybe they don't want to do, but they know it's the best thing for us. So those are definitely our everyday heroes. And then there's you. You get to be this hero. Are you ready? It's called a hero in waiting. You're waiting for the opportunity to become the hero. And here's how you do it. I'm going to tell you, because I have turned so many people into heroes in waiting. And together with my team of heroes in waiting, we're putting an end to bullying everywhere. What you do is when you see somebody getting bullied, when you see somebody getting picked on, I don't want you to turn around. I don't want you to join the bully. I don't want you to stand up to the bully. Instead, you're going to come up to the kid that's getting bullied and you're going to tell that kid, hey, the teacher wants to see you. You got to come with me. And you're going to take that kid away. Or you're going to say, hey, the principal wants to see you in his office. You got to come with me. And you're going to take that kid away. You're going to leave the bully right there. Do you think the bully is going to follow you to the teacher's office? No. Because bullies don't want to be caught. They don't want to be seen. You're really taking them to the principal. Because then the two of you together can tell the principal and can tell the teacher that you witnessed the bully doing this to your friend. You can be that person's hero. I know that when I was being bullied, I wish Superman would have swept in and take me away, right? But he was never there. But you guys can be there for people. And it's not about fighting the bully. I mean, think about it. If there was somebody in a house on fire and Superman flew to the house, whoom, came in and he saw the fire and he saw somebody, would he start punching and kicking the fire to fight it away? No, he would pick that person up and whoom, he would fly away and get them to safety. That's what you're doing. You're leaving the fire, you're leaving the bully alone, and you're taking that person to safety. And you're going to become that person's hero. And maybe somebody is going to see that and then they're going to be your hero. Or maybe it's just going to keep going through. So, here's what you're going to do. You have your piece of paper. You wrote on your piece of paper, mind, body, spirit. Maybe you wrote on there the 4 different kinds of bullying. Review what they are. We have physical bullying, when someone punches you, pushes you, trips you. Okay, we have verbal bullying, when they're calling you names. Okay, we have social bullying, when they're talking to other people and saying mean things about you. And then we have cyberbullying, when they're doing things through technology. And then we had our 3 ways to get a bully to stop saying those mean things to us. You remember them? First one was agree. Agree with the bully. Don't tell them to stop. Don't tell them to quit, because they weren't going to listen to you. The second one was ask questions. Turn the conversation around from negative to positive and ask the bully questions about what he's saying. Make him really try hard to be mean. And then the third one was over voice. Make your voice louder and draw the attention in, so that way the bully thinks twice before ever coming after you again. What if I see other people getting bullied? Well, you become a hero in waiting. all of you now have a badge. You all have that superhero badge on you. Now, Superman has the S and Batman has the bat signal. Now you're here. And you can all become heroes. And you can do what is right. Okay, but that's going to come from you guys stepping up and being your best and being that hero for someone. And this is also that way we can put an end to bullying. The last thing that I want you to write on that piece of paper is something that I said in the very beginning, because we talked about mind, body, and spirit. And I made you say it out loud, but this is really, really important to me that you write this down. I want you to write down in big letters, I believe in myself. Do that for me. Write down in big letters, I believe in myself. And then when you get done, I want you to hold it up to the camera right underneath your face like this, because then we're going to take a cool picture of that with everybody holding it up there. And I see we've got a couple people that don't have their cameras on yet. That's okay. You guys can turn them on and participate with us real quick. Perfect. Oh, look at that. I believe in myself. Mind, body, spirit. I believe in myself. Good job. There you go. Okay, we got 10 more seconds. Hold that paper up so we can take a picture together. Mind, body, spirit. That's fantastic. All right. You got that paper up there? Good. I'm going to get a picture too. Okay, on the count of 3, everyone smile. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Thank you all. Thank you, your parents. Thank you to all of our participants, my new team of superheroes. If you enjoyed today's class, yeah, that is awesome. Thank you, everyone. If you have questions over what we talked about today, all of my notes have been given to Mr. Ahmed, and I'll make sure that I send him an extra copy as soon as we get done today. He's going to have everything that I talked about and even a little bit more so you can continue that education and really keep training that mind to be able to put an end to bullying. Thank you, Mr. Ahmed, for having me today, sir.
All right. Let me do that. All right. Okay. So that's the end of the Bulletproof workshop, guys. So everybody, again, let's give Mr. Fader 2 claps, and we're going to say you rock.
Thank you.
Maybe in the future, we can have Mr. Fader visit us again. Would you guys like that, to have him visit us? Raise your hand if you want him to visit us one day, guys. Perfect. Yeah, so we'll get that set up one day in the future.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I look forward to it. Thank you again for today.
Why don't we just do a bow, just like we do in martial arts class, to finish off. And remember, we got to be positive. So we're going to say, I did my best. So everybody, guys, hand the 2 together. Bow, and you're going to say, I did my best. Let's do some high fives, guys. High fives. Virtual high fives. Perfect. And if any of you on here don't actually do martial arts, we do offer virtual classes and classes at our studio here. So you guys are welcome to join us. We have a trial running all the time. So hopefully we'll see you guys if you don't do martial arts. Okay, everybody. Bye.